Hello, guys. My name is Yusuf.
And my name is Haider, and today's episode is about.
Today's episode is going to be about diesel versus electric. So, obviously, to give you a bit of a backstory, not a backstory, a bit of context. Haider here is going to be defending diesel. I personally am going to be defending electric cars. Uh, Obviously, I do love electric cars. I feel like they are the future, and electric cars is very beneficial for the future. It's more innovative. It's very innovative for the car industry, and that's why I decided to pick on electric cars.
Yeah, so when it comes to the topic of moving towards the sustainability trend, obviously a diesel-powered vehicle is a complex and debated topic. While diesel engine offer certain advantages in terms of fuel efficiency and torque, they also have drawbacks in terms of emissions and environmental impact. So obviously, when it comes to electric-powered vehicles, you are not burning anything in the process, whereas diesel-powered vehicles, obviously, you're burning diesel for the purpose of driving the vehicle.
Yeah, of course. And for the electric car, obviously, you get a renewable, could be not renewable source of energy in terms of electricity, and that is the charge, I guess you could say, is the range of your car. And obviously, it's very interesting and this is very complex. But at the end of the day, today I'll be explaining to you why I think electric cars are better and also why I think electric cars are the pros and cons of it, I guess you could say. So to start off with the pros and cons, obviously with the pros, electric cars has been an innovative feature for cars the past couple of years.
Two decades, you
Yeah.
can say?
Yeah, 2 decades, I guess you could say. Electric cars, I think, started a bit back before then. But for the pros, obviously, let me list them out right now. For the pros for electric cars, it can run on renewable energy source. It doesn't. It can. It doesn't have to, but it can. It can also. It doesn't also have any carbon emissions and pollute the world with the car itself, so I guess you could say. And also from 0 to 100, I feel like it opens up new doors towards the car industry. And obviously, with that happening, we can see from Tesla. Tesla, obviously, they're the leaders in the leading market right now for electric cars, since they're the one who started it. I wouldn't say started it, but like, mass produced it. The first ones to do that. And with that being said, obviously, there's some innovative features that came with it. There are features they mainly focused on towards the connectivity, towards your phone, and also driving ranges. Obviously, electric cars back then didn't have that much of a range. And looking at it right now, obviously the ranges can put up next to towards other cars, like gas-powered cars, I guess you could say. You can compare it to that. And also for speed, 0 to 100, I guess you could say. I think it's faster than the majority of cars that are being produced, especially with Tesla. They can, I think, do 0 to 100 in just under 3 seconds, or like maybe 3 seconds.
So any car, electric car, which is above 500 brake horsepower, they are capable of doing 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds.
Yeah. So 0 to 60, insane. I've never been in a Tesla, although, oh no, I have actually, but I haven't actually, tested the limits of one. But obviously, you can see the innovative features when it comes towards the Tesla. Anyways, from the cons now. So obviously, because I said it can use renewable energy source, it also cannot. So, for example, we could use fossil fuels burning to gain electricity, which turns to kinetic energy towards the car. And because of that, I guess you could say it also contributes towards climate change. But to be fair, obviously, lately people are using more renewable energy, and it kind of helps the cause. Obviously, also it's bad for the cause, since unless the person who wants to charge up their car does not want to use renewable energy. And another con, I guess you could say, is the fact that what was it? Sorry, I think I forgot. Charging time, yes. Charging time. Charging time can take a while. When you fuel up a car, if you look at the difference, I guess you could say filling up a car takes what, 2 minutes. Charging up a car can take up to what, an hour or a bit more.
Technically, anywhere from 1 hour to 6 hours.
No, yeah, of course. It depends what charger you're using,
Yes.
obviously. And obviously, that's a con. Imagine you have an emergency to go to and your car's not charged. But to be fair, you can counteract that point by saying, oh, I don't want to drive that much. And sometimes you won't even need to be charging your car due to the fact that it has a long range. And obviously, what are the chances are you gonna go on a 400-kilometer ride on a road trip? There's no possibility of that. And yeah, Haider, go for it.
Yeah, so when it comes to the technical aspects of diesel-powered vehicle, obviously the fuel efficiency is what really matters, and diesel engines are generally more fuel efficient than their gasoline counterparts. So when it comes to the role of sustainability, obviously you have a more fuel efficient vehicle, and it would last you much longer than their gasoline counterparts. They achieve higher thermal efficiency due to their compression ignition process, which leads to better mileage and lower fuel consumption. Now, coming back to your point that you made about electric vehicles being very fast from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, which is what electric vehicles are known for. They are insane when it comes to high performance acceleration, but when it comes to torque and power, I would say that diesel engines are known for their high torque and output, even though they are the last combustion engine vehicles to accelerate from 0 to 100. I would say that these vehicles achieve a much higher torque, and obviously when it comes to their practicality for becoming a high torque output engines, it makes them suitable for heavy duty applications such as towing or hauling. This torque advantage is beneficial for certain types of vehicles like trucks or large SUVs. So I would imagine that when it comes to large vehicles that you would see on the streets of Dubai, obviously I would say that 70% of them are diesel-powered vehicles because of the high torque that these vehicles exhibit. Obviously, the durability and the longevity. Diesel engines are built to withstand high compression ratios and operate under heavy loads. They are often considered more robust and durable than their gasoline-powered vehicles, even electric vehicles. And obviously, this would result in longer service life with proper maintenance. When it comes to the range, I would say that diesel-powered vehicles have the most advantage compared to any other combustion engines and electric vehicles. And the reason why is because diesel fuel has higher energy density than gasoline, which means diesel-powered vehicles can often achieve a higher, longer driving range between refueling stops. This can be advantageous for long-distance driving or in areas with limited fueling infrastructure. Now, obviously, coming back to your point that you made about electric vehicles having to refuel once every 90 minutes, obviously, you wouldn't want that when you're driving for long distances.
No, yeah,
So I would
sure want that.
I would imagine why diesel-powered vehicles would take the upper hand when it comes to the practicality of utilizing that specific fuel source, and also when it comes to the practicality consideration. When it comes to emissions, one of the major concerns with diesel vehicles is their emissions. So even though I said that they can be environmental friendly, but not to the same extent as their electric vehicle counterparts,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the reason why is because you're not burning anything in the process while driving an electric vehicle, whereas in diesel-powered vehicle you are. And obviously, they produce higher level of nitrogen oxide and particulate matters compared to gasoline engines. And obviously, these would contribute to carbon emissions and obviously would be presumably harmful for the environment.